Wait,
this.
so what do you think your parents would be more happy with? You sticking to engineering and quitting OF but not providing for them, or doing OF and then providing for them? Which one do you think they would prefer?
The doing OF and providing for them, because at the same time I'm going to do engineering, right? So I'll have a degree by the end which will provide me money, but I'll also be able to provide them money.
But you just
during
said
the
that they won't
journey.
be accepting of OF.
They won't be accepting of OF, but it's a better route to me personally.
Well, to you, but which one would your parents be more happy with?
I think neither one they would be happy about, but
Neither one?
yeah.
Okay.
Like,
Can I ask you a question?
yeah.
But I don't want you to feel attacked. So my question is, if you don't feel like the mechanical engineering is going to be, it's just a side hustle, you might not get a job, why not just focus your energy on becoming an influencer or something else that's more relevant to what you want to do, and then maybe you wouldn't have to earn money through to pay off your tuition?
Because personally, I think that my parents would be more mad if I dropped out.
Okay.
I don't know if it's like the traditional Asian, stereotype or whatever. They want you to finish school, get a degree, have that paper degree.
Yeah.
And it's obviously, everybody cares about the paper degree right now. And if it's not something that I want to do, it's something that my parents want me to do.
Yeah.
So I'm obviously going to try and achieve what they want.
Yeah.
Right.
Did your parents influence your the direction that you went with engineering, or did you select your major? Who picked engineering?
I think it was a bit of both. I think it was like a gigantic push of my parents saying, engineering, doctors, they make a lot of good money, and we want you in school for something that will make sure you live a good future so that you can have a lot of money in the future. So I think it's the push of both. And then, eventually it was just like, oh, maybe I should do engineering because it makes them happy, or, it does provide a lot of money. Something like that.
Yeah.
Do you think that your parents would be more proud of you earning money one way or the other?
More proud of me, like, whatever way I earn money.
I just really encourage you to, I heard you say earlier that engineering is really challenging, and we become better people when we go through really challenging things.
Yeah.
And I really, really encourage you to stick with it and even get through those hard classes and not beat yourself up if you get a low grade, and just keep on going, because I think it feels good when you're proud of yourself.
Yeah. I am trying to do that though, like I said earlier, OF is my main job, but engineering, like, it's a side hustle, but it's a side hustle that I'm going to get a degree in.
Yeah, you're going to school
Yeah.
for it. I have a question. It's just a random question. Because of your food content TikTok, do you do food content with your friends too?
No.
Like a trans food content only?
The food content was actually because I was trying to copy this TikToker. Alex was his name. Like, he also does those food contents, and I was like, do you think I could do that too? And then that's just how I started.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm here a little late, but I'm
Pull it
just
up.
curious.
Pull it up.
So, how long have you been going to school for mechanical engineering?
A year.
You've been in for an entire year.
Yes.
Okay, and so you're going to be a sophomore here soon, or
I'm in my first year.
you're in your first year? Okay, so has it been an entire year that you've been going to school for mechanical engineering?
It's altogether roughly around 8 months.
8 months, and you've covered some basics, I take it.
Yes.
Yeah. Can you tell me what a solenoid is?
No idea.
Okay. Can you tell me what a capacitor is?
No idea. First year is like the basic first year classes of math. We haven't really gotten into any of like the actual engineering stuff.
Okay, can you tell me what Ohm's law is?
Ohm's law? I know this, but I don't know it.
Okay. Well, no big deal. I was just curious. When I was listening to the conversation back and forth about the parents' approval of the OF or not. Just a very, very quick question. Your father, right? Do you have a good relationship with him?
Yes.
Yeah. Does he know about the OF?
No.
Yeah, I didn't think so. And if he did know about the OF, you would be in big trouble, wouldn't you?
At first, yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, that's all I had.
All right, I do need to read a couple of the chats that came through. We have Lucas. Chair 2, you live in Delulu land. Would you be okay with your daughter doing OF? Chair 3, no more tame. What? Bugger off with the feminist shaming tactics. I'm married, sole 22 years, sole provider, son, daughter, 2 cent brain. Okay, thank you, Lucas. His question to you is, would you be okay with your daughter doing OF?
Yes.
You'd be okay?
But it depends on what you did, because for me,
like what she did.
no, if for me it's I'm okay with my daughter doing dance because I'm doing it, right? But if it's someone who has a daughter and they're not doing dance and her daughter's selling all that stuff online, they might not be as okay with it. But even if I wasn't doing dance, I'd say I would be okay, because I have the same mindset where if that's what you want to do, then that's what you're going to do, then you're going to have to deal with it.
Okay, we have another chat here from Who Cares. Sorry, I have to step in. I'm a first generation Asian American, not born in America. I did not denigrate myself to do these kinds of things to make money. Your dad would disown you in a heartbeat. Your response?
You wouldn't. Maybe yours would, but mine wouldn't.
Do you think it'd be? This conversation has come up before on the show.
Why do you hide it from him?
Come on.
Because right now I'm still unsure of how to tell him. There's obviously been plans of telling him, my family in general. As of right now, I'm unsure. And I'm only...
Because he's going to be upset, right?
Yes, he's going to be upset, but
Why? Why is he going to be upset?
Because his daughter is selling her body online.
Yeah. And do you think any father ever wants that for their daughter?
No.
No. That's why he's going to be upset, right?
Yeah.
You know why he's going to be upset more than anything? This is what the chatter was saying, is because you're shaming him. You're bringing shame to his family name. That's why he's going to be upset.
Also money. Right.
Yeah, I mean, I think that perhaps this is a problematic idea in modernity for many women, but you can't buy a sense of family pride. And when you're talking about shame, men will pass on millions of dollars if it's from something that is shameful. For instance, if somebody offered to pay a man to sleep with his wife and was willing to give him $2 million, they're going to say no, right? They're going to say no. So.
How is that relevant?
Well, because somebody brought up money.
Is somebody asking to sleep with her in real life, or sleep with, that's not really a fair analogy.
The analogy was about shame and money. The analogy was not.
I would pick a different example.
In regards, well, I don't care what you would pick. It's analogous because we're talking about money. So it doesn't matter what you would pick.
All right.
So you know what? Why don't you pick the analogy then, and I'll just use that. Pick whatever analogy you'd like.
I just feel like it's inappropriate to be discussing the dynamics of someone else's family, like I said previously.
Why not? Why is that inappropriate?
I just think, to me, if someone were to bring up
Is that the first time you've ever done that? Just think. So anyway, back to where I was at before I was so rudely interrupted. I'd like to jump back into this and just tell you about the idea of shame. Yes, it's gonna bring him a lot of shame. He's gonna be very upset. That's all. That's why you haven't told him, probably, as you know that, right?
I would agree with you on that. Yes, obviously there's gonna bring shame, and you're correct. That's why I haven't told him what I'm doing. But I don't know. In my mind right now, I just want to be able to provide for them, provide for my family. Even, yes, this way that I'm doing what I want to do is not logically or like accepted in our generation, but everybody has their way of making money. And you know what? Like, I think if that's how you want to make your money, then just do it. Do what you have to do, right?
Before you
Yeah,
said
if your
that,
dad was a hitman for the mob, and he said, "I just do that to support my family," would you tell him, Dad, I'd prefer you didn't do that to support your family?
But would he stop?
Yeah, I think if there was a significant amount of pressure, social pressure from your family unit, that it tends to change behavior, just like if you have a family member who's an alcoholic or family member who's a drug addict or things like this. I think your family tends to care about your future a lot, and they apply significant amounts of pressure to get you to stop and modify bad behavior. And this is why people tend to conceal bad behavior from their family, right? Because they know that they're going to do that.
Well, if it gets to a point where there's a lot of family pressure and they really, really want me to quit after, say, a year, they still encourage that I quit, then I will do that. I will quit.
Tiffany, you had something. Go ahead.
I just think you're kind of masking this career as something you're doing for your family when you're really doing it for yourself.
Oh, fuck. Okay. Bob Evans, thank you for the gifted 20 memberships. Did you have more?
No, that's all.
Okay. All right. We need to get through a couple other chats here. We have Lucas. It's that orthodox toxic masculinity that's keeping your country on the map while you're shamelessly spouting off your vapid nonsense and comfort respect. My wife is 100 times the woman you are, 100 times hotter. Is this directed towards you?
Not my problem then.
Orthodox
Probably.
toxic masculinity?
Yeah, because I was the one who started that
Ukraine Orthodox Christian?
Christian much more than
I think he means
Christian and
Orthodox, as
Catholics.
in like traditional.
Well, no, at the moment,